Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s or 80s still seem to have so much energy and zest for life, while others feel worn out long before the day is done? For many of us past 65, there comes a moment when our bodies start sending signals that something is changing on the inside. Perhaps you've noticed that you don't bounce back from a busy day the way you used to, or maybe you've felt a nagging sense of fatigue that coffee just doesn't fix anymore. It's easy to write these changes off as normal aging, but there's a largely overlooked factor that plays a surprisingly big role in how we feel every day. Our hormone levels. When you hear hormones, you might think about teenage mood swings or middle-age changes. Yet hormones continue to influence everything from your energy and mood to your muscle strength and ability to enjoy life well into your senior years. The tricky thing is, many doctors and older adults alike focus almost exclusively on external changes, like wrinkles, gray hair, or achy joints, while overlooking the internal chemical messengers that truly drive many of the transformations we experience over 65. Hormones such as cortisol, estrogen, testosterone, and thyroid hormones can have a dramatic impact on our overall health and vitality, no matter our age. So what's the big secret, and why do so many seniors miss it? Partly it's because of long-standing misconceptions about aging. We're told that feeling more tired is simply part of growing older. We're told that a certain level of stiffness and emotional ups and downs is inevitable. But new insights and time-honored wisdom are revealing that small lifestyle tweaks can make a major difference in supporting healthy hormone levels, giving you more control than you might imagine. The result? A clearer mind, stable energy, a lighter mood, and possibly fewer of the issues like stubborn weight gain or restless sleep that many seniors endure without realizing they might improve. In this exploration, we'll investigate 4 often overlooked strategies that can have a meaningful impact on hormone regulation in your senior years. You'll discover why chronic stress management isn't just about taking it easy, but rather about understanding the constant drip of stress hormones that can wear us down. You'll learn why keeping your body active isn't just a matter of staying in shape, but is crucial to maintaining the right balance of hormones that help protect muscle mass and boost your mood. You'll see how a few specific eating habits can directly influence the hormones that help you feel strong and alert. And finally, you'll find out why high-quality rest can literally reset your body's internal chemistry night after night. If you're concerned about the length of time it takes to see results, don't worry. While there's no magical overnight solution, even modest changes can bring noticeable benefits faster than you might think. These improvements don't require massive upheavals or expensive treatments. Instead, they're a set of realistic, senior-friendly approaches that have worked for individuals who initially doubted anything could help them feel more like themselves again. I've spent years uncovering practical insights on senior health, both from respected research and from real stories of older adults who found ways to reclaim vitality. Whether you're newly retired or well into your golden years, it's never too late to make an impact on how your body regulates hormones. Of course, you'll always want to discuss major health decisions with your healthcare provider, but the information we're about to discuss can give you new questions to ask and new possibilities to explore. Before we get started, think about your own daily routine. Do you feel in control of your energy levels? Or do you find yourself running low on stamina by mid-afternoon? Have you noticed more mood swings or difficulty managing stress than in your earlier years? If the answers to these questions make you curious about what's really happening beneath the surface, then you're in the right place. By the end of our conversation, you'll have a set of proven, doable tools that can help you nurture your body's natural hormone production and balance without any wild promises or unrealistic claims. Let's begin our investigation and see how supporting healthy hormone levels can transform the way you feel every day, no matter your age. Now let's look at the often overlooked secrets to youthful hormone levels: the mind-body connection with stress, the importance of movement, the role of nutrition, and the power of restorative rest. Each of these 4 points offers unique insights and practical steps you can begin using right away. Take a moment to reflect on which area might be your biggest challenge. As we delve into each one, you may find that even a single change can be the catalyst that revives a spark you thought had faded. Point 1 starts with something most of us have faced time and time again: stress. both the short bursts and the kind that sticks around. The first key to rebalancing your internal chemistry is learning how to spot the hidden stress signals your body sends and how to effectively calm them. Let's dive in. Stress hormones like cortisol have a job. They're meant to help us respond to challenges. But in modern life, challenges aren't limited to the occasional burst of energy to run from danger or chase after a grandchild crossing the street. There are daily pressures like financial worries, health concerns, and family relationships that can keep cortisol levels slightly elevated all day long. While some doctors might say that's just part of growing older, research and personal experiences show we do have the power to lower these stress hormones if we understand them correctly. Many seniors believe that stress is something they must either accept or avoid by withdrawing from daily activities. Take the example of Harold, age 72. He used to be quite social, but he felt overwhelmed by the demands of volunteering at his local church and the financial pinch of living on a fixed income. He thought the answer was to reduce any situation that made him anxious, so he gradually pulled away from volunteer projects, social gatherings, and even friends. His thought process was that if he avoided stress altogether, he'd feel better. What happened instead was that he became isolated, and his constant worries only magnified in his own mind. What if stress isn't just about external pressures, but about how your body perceives them chemically? The truth is, many stressful events become far more manageable when you learn techniques to regulate cortisol. Evidence suggests that mindful relaxation, deep breathing exercises, and even gentle forms of yoga or Tai Chi can bring cortisol levels back into a healthier range over time. You don't have to be a fitness buff or a meditation guru for these methods to work. It's about consistency and finding a practice that suits you. A simple, actionable step to begin with is a daily breathing ritual. Sit comfortably, close your eyes or lower your gaze, and breathe in for a count of 4, then out for a count of 6. Repeat this cycle 10 times whenever you start feeling that familiar tension in your shoulders or tightness in your chest. It might sound too simple, but it sends a signal of safety to your brain, slowing the release of stress hormones and helping your body calm down. By incorporating a routine like this, you may notice you sleep better, your muscles relax more easily, and you feel less irritable. Many seniors also report that once they gain confidence in managing daily stress, they feel more willing to socialize and engage in meaningful activities again. There's an emotional payoff too. Knowing you can influence how you feel reduces anxiety and boosts your sense of control. If you think that stress management is only for younger folks with busy schedules, Harold's story reveals otherwise. After trying a simple 10-minute seated mindfulness practice each day, he found himself more patient with his family and even felt more energy to volunteer again. He didn't jump back into everything at once, but by gradually resuming some social activities, he regained a sense of purpose. Take a moment now to reflect. When was the last time you felt genuinely calm? Can you imagine what it would feel like to have that calmness be a regular part of your life? Even small moments of mindful attention can help dial down the biochemical messengers that lead to chronic stress, putting you on the path to more balanced hormones and a more balanced life. If you're with me so far, let's look at the second often misunderstood area that can help stabilize hormones: movement. We'll see how even gentle exercise routines not only strengthen muscles, but can also positively shape the hormones that regulate how energetic you feel. We often think about exercise purely in terms of burning calories or keeping fit, but here's a surprising truth. Physical activity is a linchpin in regulating hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone, even in older adults. The age-old idea that seniors should avoid strenuous activity can lead to harmful misconceptions. Many people assume that once you hit 65 or 70, your role is to slow down and preserve whatever mobility remains. That assumption might be holding you back from reaping the hormonal benefits that the right type of movement can provide. Consider Linda, age 68, who used to love dancing in her youth, but had given it up because she believed it was too high impact for her joints. Over time, she found that her endurance and flexibility declined to the point where getting up from a chair became a small ordeal. She also noticed that her mood felt flatter, less enthusiasm, more days spent in front of the TV. When Linda's granddaughter invited her to a low-impact dance class designed for seniors, she was hesitant. "Aren't I too old?" she asked. But with gentle encouragement, Linda tried it out. Within a month of attending these dance classes twice a week, Linda felt a difference not just in her mobility, but in her spirits. She had more bounce in her step, and people around her noticed she seemed happier. It wasn't just the social connection, though that helped. It was that dancing gently elevated her heart rate, improved her circulation, and stimulated the release of hormones like endorphins, which lower stress and improve mood, and growth factors that support muscle health. Why does this matter for youthful hormone levels? Moderate exercise sends signals to your body that it needs to maintain or even build lean muscle, which in turn helps regulate hormones tied to metabolism and bone density. Contrary to popular belief, this process doesn't stop being beneficial after 65. Research indicates that resistance exercises, such as light weightlifting or using resistance bands, can help increase testosterone levels in men and also support estrogen balance in women. This doesn't mean you'll be bench pressing huge weights. Even small, consistent efforts can yield tangible results like improved muscle tone and better balance. What's the first step? Start with short, low-impact sessions you actually enjoy. If lifting weights or dancing doesn't appeal to you, maybe a simple walking routine or a water aerobics class is more your style. The key is to pick something that feels doable and to aim for at least 2 sessions a week focused on gentle strengthening. Over time, you can increase frequency or intensity if you feel ready. The physical benefits are obvious: better mobility, stronger muscles, improved balance. But there's an emotional benefit too: the confidence that comes from feeling more self-reliant. Many seniors find that they're less afraid of falling, more open to trying new experiences, and simply happier when they incorporate regular physical activity. Hormone-friendly exercise doesn't have to be overly strenuous. It's about movement that energizes you without pushing you beyond your comfort zone. If you haven't moved much lately, an easy entry point is to set a timer for 5 minutes of walking around the house or yard. It might sound tiny, but it's a seed that can grow into a regular practice. Feeling a bit more adventurous? Join a class at your community center or senior center to add the social component, which further boosts feel-good hormone levels. Remember, it's never too late to begin. Even if you haven't exercised in years, your body remains capable of adapting and improving. After hearing about Linda's experience, do you notice any activity you used to love but gave up over time? What if you reintroduced it in a gentle, senior-friendly way? Sometimes revisiting old hobbies can spark a newfound sense of enthusiasm that benefits your body from the inside out. Now that we've uncovered how stress and movement connect to youthful hormone levels, let's delve into another overlooked piece of the puzzle: the food we eat. We'll explore how thoughtful nutrition can be a direct line to supporting the hormones that keep you vibrant. If you've ever heard generic advice like, just eat more fruits and veggies, you might think you've heard it all. But there's more detail when it comes to supporting hormone health. Contrary to popular belief, it's not merely about cutting calories or avoiding sweets, though moderation does help. Certain nutrients play a direct role in hormone production, regulation, and balance. Yet many seniors may unintentionally skip these nutrients or replace them with foods that interfere with hormonal signals. A common misconception is that a typical light diet, like skipping meals or barely eating throughout the day, is enough to maintain health in older age. But consider Henry, age 75, who had developed a habit of skipping breakfast. He figured a cup of coffee would get him going, and then he might nibble on a pastry or snack for lunch. Dinner was his main meal, often something easy to pop into the microwave. Over time, Henry noticed he wasn't sleeping well, felt more sluggish, and had some unexpected weight gain around the midsection. He assumed it was just age catching up to him, but it turned out that his eating pattern was contributing to blood sugar spikes, which in turn affected his insulin and cortisol levels, undermining his overall hormone balance. Science suggests that balanced meals with adequate protein and healthy fats can support the production of essential hormones like testosterone in men and estrogen in women, as well as help moderate stress hormones. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, such as salmon, sardines, or chia seeds can reduce inflammation that might otherwise throw off hormone signaling. High-fiber vegetables and whole grains help stabilize blood sugar, which lessens the likelihood of a stress response spike. An approachable first step is to spread your meals out so your body gets a steady supply of nutrients throughout the day. Instead of one large meal, aim for 3 moderate meals or 2 meals and a healthy snack. Add a protein source like eggs, Greek yogurt, or beans to your breakfast to give your body the building blocks it needs for hormone production early in the day. If you enjoy toast, try a whole grain variety. For lunch, consider adding a piece of salmon or chicken along with some leafy greens, drizzled with olive oil. Don't forget a snack with some healthy fats like almonds or a small piece of avocado to keep your energy stable. You might be worried about cost or convenience, which is understandable, but many hormone-supporting foods are budget-friendly. Beans, lentils, eggs, and canned fish can be economical staples. If you have dietary restrictions or medication interactions, a brief conversation with your healthcare provider or a dietitian can help you tailor these suggestions to your unique situation. The results of these nutritional tweaks often appear in subtle ways. You might notice your energy doesn't crash mid-afternoon, or your mood feels more even-keeled. Some seniors also report better sleep when they don't let themselves go hungry for too long. Beyond that, knowing you're giving your body the nutrients it needs fosters a sense of empowerment. You're actively supporting your own internal chemistry rather than passively accepting changes that feel out of your control. Could you commit to one nutrient-dense snack each day, like a handful of walnuts or carrot sticks with hummus? Sometimes the smallest shift in your routine can trigger a ripple effect, making you more aware of how food impacts your well-being. And don't forget, it's not about perfection. You can still enjoy the occasional treat. The goal is consistency over time, not a rigid diet that takes the pleasure out of eating. Now that we've explored stress management, gentle exercise, and targeted nutrition, let's look at the final essential element to help maintain youthful hormone levels: restorative sleep. Many seniors overlook this aspect, thinking rest naturally declines with age. Let's uncover why that doesn't have to be true. We've all heard friends say things like, "I guess I just don't need as much sleep anymore." But is that actually the case? Or is it that our sleep patterns become disrupted and we simply accept it as inevitable? Hormone production is closely tied to sleep. Key hormones like growth hormone, melatonin, and even testosterone are naturally released in cycles that correspond to deep, restful slumber. When that slumber is cut short or fragmented, those hormones can't do their job of repairing muscles, balancing mood, and regulating metabolism. A common misconception is that frequent nighttime awakenings or early morning rising is just what happens after a certain age, and there's nothing you can do. In reality, several factors can disturb sleep as we get older: pain, medication side effects, stress, or even the use of electronic screens before bed. Look at Marion, age 77, who found herself waking up multiple times during the night to use the bathroom and then struggling to get back to sleep. After a few months of this pattern, she began to feel chronically tired. Her mood slipped, and she noticed she was more prone to aches and pains. Marion's doctor pointed out a possible culprit she hadn't considered: her routine of drinking tea late in the evening, coupled with screen time spent reading news articles on her tablet right before bed. That combination kept her body in a half-alert state, elevating cortisol levels when they should have been winding down. By shifting her tea time to mid-afternoon and turning off her tablet an hour before bed, Marion saw a gradual improvement in her ability to stay asleep. She also started adding a simple bedtime stretch routine to cue her body that it was time for rest. Within a few weeks, her middle-of-the-night awakenings lessened, and she noticed an improvement in her daytime energy. One of the biggest benefits was waking up without feeling a heavy mental fog. How can you set yourself up for deeper, more hormone-supportive sleep? One step is to create a simple ritual before bed that signals your body it's time to wind down. This might include dimming the lights, doing gentle stretches, or engaging in a calming hobby like reading, preferably a physical book rather than a bright screen. Another strategy is to reduce fluid intake an hour before bedtime to minimize bathroom visits during the night, particularly if that's a frequent issue. Temperature also matters. Researchers note that sleeping in a cool, comfortable environment helps your body release melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles. If you have trouble controlling room temperature, consider using a fan or a lighter blanket. And if pain often wakes you, explore supportive mattresses or cushions, or speak to a healthcare provider about pain management strategies that won't disrupt sleep quality. The benefits of good sleep go beyond just feeling more rested. Deep sleep is when your body repairs cells, consolidates memory, and balances vital hormone levels. Seniors who improve their sleep often report clearer thinking, better mood stability, and a noticeable boost in physical recovery after exercise. Take a moment to think about your nighttime routine. Is it rushed or filled with distractions? Small adjustments can have a large payoff. By rethinking your wind-down habits, you may unlock deeper rest that gives every aspect of your health a lift, including those essential hormones. We've now explored 4 distinct areas that, when addressed, can support more youthful hormone levels: taming chronic stress, incorporating gentle and enjoyable exercise, choosing nutrient-rich foods, and prioritizing restorative sleep. On the surface, these might seem like general health recommendations, but digging deeper shows how each one specifically impacts the body's chemical messengers that keep us feeling vital and engaged. The best part is that you don't have to tackle them all at once. Just picking one area to focus on can yield noticeable results, motivating you to explore the others. Many seniors who've integrated even a single strategy, like a short daily meditation for stress relief, see improvements that encourage them to keep going. So where do we go from here? Start by mentally recapping the 4 key points. Stress hormones like cortisol can be managed through mindfulness, deep breathing, and gentle relaxation practices. Natural hormone production benefits from physical activity, whether it's dancing, walking, or lifting light weights. Balanced meals rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fats can maintain stable energy and support hormone balance. And finally, a calm, cool sleeping environment with a consistent wind-down routine fosters deep, restorative rest. If you're feeling a sense of urgency to make changes, that's a good thing, but it doesn't have to be a source of worry. The urgency you feel can become motivation to reclaim more control over your daily well-being. Think about how improving even one aspect, say better sleep, can lead to steadier energy for exercise, which might then inspire better food choices. It can be a virtuous cycle where each small improvement amplifies the benefits of the others. Picture a life where you wake up feeling rested, approach your day with balanced energy, and have enough stamina to join friends for a walk, handle chores without feeling drained, or even pursue new hobbies. You're not at the mercy of declining hormone levels. Yes, aging is real, and certain changes in hormone production are normal. But the gap between normal and optimal for your age can be surprisingly large, and you have a say in how wide that gap is. As you consider putting these ideas into practice, it can be helpful to take a first step today, maybe even right now. You could schedule a quick walk around your block, plan a calming bedtime routine for tonight, or jot down a grocery list with a few protein-rich or omega-3 packed options. If you're dealing with a health condition or specific medications, a conversation with your doctor can help you tailor these tips to fit your personal needs. The key is to do something that moves you from awareness to action. If you'd like an easy way to stay accountable, you might share this information with a friend or family member who's also interested in improving their health. Make it a joint effort. Check in on each other's progress, celebrate small wins, and troubleshoot challenges together. There's strength in community, and the sense that you're not doing it alone can help keep you motivated. To continue your journey, consider these options. 1. Try one change immediately, like adding a deep breathing session this evening. 2. Share a healthy meal plan idea or recipe with a friend to inspire both of you. 3. Speak with a physical therapist or trainer at your local senior center if you want extra guidance on safe, gentle exercises. 4. Talk to your doctor about any difficulties with sleep or persistent stress. Sometimes minor adjustments can make a major difference. And remember, you hold immense wisdom from a lifetime of experiences. This is about building upon that wisdom, not replacing it. You're enhancing what you already know about your body, trusting yourself to discern what works best for you. Small changes, done consistently, can lead to profound benefits, and it's never too late to start. So here's the invitation. Embrace the curiosity you felt while discovering these insights on stress, movement, nutrition, and sleep. Ask yourself what your life might look like if you brought your hormones closer to their natural balance. Picture the energy, the enjoyment, and the sense of empowerment that come from knowing you're supporting your body in the best way possible. That picture can become your reality, step by step. It won't happen overnight, but each day you apply these lessons is a day you invest in a stronger, happier tomorrow. Now let's make it happen. And if you found this conversation valuable, the next best step is simple. You could mention one of these methods to someone you know who might also benefit. You could decide to start a sleep log or schedule that exercise session. Or if you're ready for more guidance, consider reaching out to a professional who understands senior health thoroughly. The main point is to keep learning, keep adapting, and keep discovering the many ways you can support your hormone health from the inside out. Thank you for taking the time to explore these powerful and often underestimated levers of well-being. By caring for your hormone balance, you're not just extending your years, you're adding vibrancy to them. You deserve to feel as engaged and alive as possible at every stage of life. And with these simple, natural strategies, you can.